Hi, everybody. Welcome to Studio 801's Music Matters. I'm your host, Harry. And today we are blessed to have the band Vane with us.
What's up, guys?
What's up?
So, guys, so let's start off, because this is like, I have to do this, otherwise I can't keep everybody straight. So, like, would you mind tell me your name and what you play?
Chris, guitars.
I'm Hef. I do vocals and I play guitars.
Hunter, I play the drums.
Josh, bass.
And some vocals, too.
And some
And some vocals.
Yeah,
I do
yeah.
some vocals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Try not to focus on that.
Once we get one of those mics that hangs over your head, Hunter will be doing vocals.
Oh,
No
hey,
pressure.
we can make that happen.
Perfect.
I mean, so like later we're gonna do like a performance here. We already got a camera over your head to play, so you know.
Now he's going to be staring at the whole time.
If you can pull that off, then yeah.
Don't tempt me.
So why Vane? Where's the name come from?
But Vane is because music is in our soul. It's in your heart. Your heart is pumping music, right? It's in our blood vessels. Everywhere. Vane. To me, it's kind of obvious, but yeah, Vane. But not varicose veins, but good vein.
Yeah. Sometimes that comes up.
And we may be vain with an A too on occasion. But at the end of
little
the
bit.
day, music is in your soul. Music, all of us feel music. All of us love music, and you know when to stomp your foot, when to clap your hand. It's because your heart is pumping to that beat. That's why we're vain.
Okay, all right. Well, I think I like the your explanation with the E better than your explanation with the A. That's but yeah, sure. How long y'all been together?
So I'm the last original member of Vane. Believe it or not, 10 plus years, little over 10. Me and some guys said, hey. Matter of fact, Chris was just in town. Not this Chris. We've had two
Original Chris.
The original Chris, and he just was in town, and it was his idea to do this. As we're musicians, we love playing, and we know we haven't played in a while. And Vane kind of was just a side fun project. This, we're all doing different things in life now. Maybe we could go record an album someday, and make it ours, and play a show once every blue moon, and then life happens.
It does.
Drop out, and people come in, and we get this guy, and now we have Josh, our newest guy.
Bass players explode.
Yeah, but he's 100%.
We
Like Spinal
spontaneously
Tap with the
combust.
drummers. That's our bass player. That is
player.
our bass player, and it's kind of taken its life of its own in the
Okay.
past couple of years. Like right before COVID, oh my God, I felt like it was oh my God, and then COVID happens. Thank you, COVID.
Right.
I feel like we're back where we were. We're rebuilding, having fun because we all love music. We all just it's all about music, and that's the nutshell.
I'm with you. I'm totally with you on that, brother. The thing that I noticed recently, though, that is kind of like troubling is some of the music festivals have just canceled, especially the bigger ones.
True.
So we're small.
Tell him that. He's got a big one.
We're a small
really
one, but I think that we're in a good spot because we're like we fit that gap where bands are trying to get an opportunity to play and to level up, right? But some of the big ones, the really big ones, like I think Coachella and even Burning Man had their tickets down, significantly, and they canceled. They canceled a couple of the bigger ones recently, and it's
Was it Rockfest or Blue Ridge? Was it that one? Blue Ridge Rockfest might have been one. I don't know. I remember seeing that.
yeah. There's been a couple of them
Festivals
that so
like low
Yeah.
attendance,
They're not cheap.
Yeah.
though. I mean, as a local band, you're not going to first off be on that bill.
right, exactly, and we don't really play in that
Right.
spot so much as we're trying to help local bands to like grow up into the spot where
Yes.
people will find them. I was telling you earlier that there's a metal band that's going to be playing in our festival that recently that was told by more than one, I don't know, venue promoter or whatever it was that they wouldn't let them play, and they're freaking awesome, and like
So that's a sad story.
yeah. Well, but so they're going to be playing with us. We got a couple of bands that are like that, and
That could be taken as like a mark of respect too.
Yeah.
Like you're too extreme for the.
They won't let us play anywhere but here.
Like,
That's
well, and they get to play with guys like you
Yeah.
that you guys have a little bit more experience and everything, and I like having the mix up between not just the experience and all that, but also like the difference in genres or style. Actually, this is going to be I have to ask this question because like my son Blake, Ryan's brother, he's a metalhead. He plays power metal in his band. But I always ask him, like, there's so many different types of metal. Can you explain it to me?
He's all right.
He's our consultant for that.
Yeah, no. Can someone, because I've done this with a couple other
Subgenre
bands.
genius.
Like, can you tell me how the subgenres with metal work?
Well, there
Because
are a
those old
bunch.
farts maybe don't
tempt
get
him
it.
with the-
There's a bunch that are kind of jokes, right? Like Alien
joke.
Core. It's really
Alien
deathcore, but it has alien sounds.
The fact that he even knows that blows me.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot of the subgenres is like that.
There's a little film called Headbanger's Journey that breaks it down pretty well. I gotta
yeah.
say.
Oh, really?
All the subgenres.
Well, I-
That
Oh,
Sam
yeah.
I gotta look at
guy,
that.
That's-
like, yeah, I remember that.
That metal anthropologist
I
kid.
didn't retain it.
Yeah, for
Hey,
real.
what are
yeah.
some of the things that fans have told us? Like we're new modern
we're
thrash
modern-
metal, modern thrash
modern
metal,
thrash.
new metal thrash
Yeah.
or groove.
I would say
yeah.
we're probably like to
But-
really put us in
Yep.
a solid genre. I would say it's like probably like new wave American metal.
You know,
Solid.
which was a great
Yeah.
in this with
New
the
wave?
British invasion in the 70s.
No,
I
I'd
don't
say
know.
new wave. new wave, yeah.
We're metal,
new
bottom
wave?
line. Yeah, we do.
It might be second wave, yeah.
It might be.
Second wave.
It's
Second
third or
wave,
fourth
New
wave. You know,
Cool with that.
you know. I think one thing that makes us kind of fun is every song has its own little niche.
Okay.
True.
All right.
True, yeah.
You know, you're not going to hear the same. Yeah, you might hear some similar vibes, for sure. But sometimes I'm singing, sometimes I'm screaming, sometimes I'm talking. So, whatever the song needs. You know, our guitars are going to be different. You know, every song, but it's going to be metal. It's going to be heavy. It's going to
Yeah.
be in your face, and you know, and I got things to say. So I
We
want you to
pull from
understand
a
what
lot
I'm
of
saying.
veins of music.
Okay,
Yeah,
so, all right, so I gotta. So you do that. What's the veins of music that you're pulling from? What's your inspiration? What's your like? Where are you getting the energy from?
Energy.
Like me personally,
Influences run
like
deep.
I've got
Yeah.
a lot of influences on like bass specifically. Like
Mm-hmm.
I like everybody from like Johnny Lee Hooker and
Mm-hmm.
Bootsy Collins to like Geezer Butler and Steve DiGiorgio. Like I'm kind of all over the place. So
Okay.
as far as that goes, I just kind of like match whatever the energy of the song is and kind of go off, you know, and kind of keep
favorite
it in
artist
a
is Enya,
certain
though.
niche.
Enya.
Enya, man, I like some Enya. Hey, I don't hate.
Hey, we're not hating on you. We love you.
Yeah.
You're
Well, okay,
bringing the
so
element.
I'm going to play off of what Chris said here. It's, so, which artist do you love that the rest of the band would say would dog you for?
I'm gonna let you go.
Can we
first.
say like instead of love?
Oh,
Sure.
okay.
I like Maiden somewhat. He can't.
Man, that saddens
Just, I'm-
me.
I'm-
Maiden's
don't
good.
tell nobody.
Soccer with him.
Well, I just told this.
I'm just not a Maiden
It's all right.
fan.
You'll
yeah.
throw me
Man.
under the bus.
I will find a
Yeah,
reason.
permission.
Yeah. Oh,
What's yours, man? He's got several. I know.
Maybe Iration. It's that kind of
Iration.
I don't think I've
kind of like the
admitted these
reggae
guys
rock
other
band
music
from
outlets,
Hawaii,
Okay, yeah. All right.
like island rock.
Dude, I have this weakness for old school alternative, like The Cure, The Call from the late '80s.
Okay.
Stuff, you know, I just might even. They may have to I mean, I don't even know if I've told these guys that before, but you know, Yaz upstairs at Eric's, a little stuff like that. You know, I love all music. If it moves you and it speaks to you, man, it's good music, right?
I
could be.
I
I mean-
agree with that, but people are very, very,
I used to.
they have a lot of opinions and
Sure.
all that. Like tonight, even the band that you guys were watching,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
Sure.
say it. someone jumped in there and said, "I don't like this," and that was their comment. I don't like I don't like this. It's like
How constructive.
but yeah, I know, and that's
What
the
about
thing.
it? You are?
But the only thing that I can say is you're welcome to your opinion,
Entitled,
Right.
yeah.
and you know
It
what?
wasn't even, I don't like this, but this was cool.
It's just, I don't
Just
like
I, yeah, I don't.
dog it. I don't
yeah,
like it.
yeah. It's like, guys, like
That's
we
a-
have people putting themselves out there and like that's a hard thing to do.
But you know what? That's what music is. If there was, I know not everyone's gonna like our music,
Oh, and
but the people that do,
Definitely.
fucking love it.
yeah, exactly.
And those are the people I want anyways. The ones that don't like it, Ryan, thank you. Move
Yeah,
on.
it's like see you later.
Yeah.
We should tried it.
Yeah, thank you for listening.
Right.
That's all we can say on that, because there's like some bands he mentioned. I don't get it, but then some I'm like, oh my god, this is so cool.
And there's lots of music that I listen to, and it's like, yeah, exactly what you said. I don't get it. But God bless you for like putting yourself out there and trying to play to entertain, to put your energy out there and whatnot. It's just
Definitely.
It just takes one person. I don't care who it is. Just one person that is pumping their fist.
well, and it also
Mission
just takes one person to tear down people.
It sure does. Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Yeah.
And so that's like I just brought that up because someone's gonna watch is gonna watch like the replay or whatever it is
yeah.
on this, and the guys that were here tonight, they were fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I
Solid,
thought they
very
were
solid.
great.
Yeah, I love the
Yeah.
guy's vocals.
Awesome,
Oh,
yeah.
I love unique vocals like that
There
guy
was
had.
another one we missed, right?
Yeah.
Early one.
Yeah, there was an earlier band. You guys were actually, I didn't bring this up, but you guys were actually, we're going to do a tiny concert in here,
Okay.
just like what we did tonight with, 10 or 15
Yeah.
people watching a local band, and you guys were the second audience. The band before you was the first audience. I'm just like, we have 3 bands tonight, and so why not have you guys like come in and watch another band, because why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
Even if it's not your genre, like
Sure.
it's music. It's somebody else that plays and does stuff.
It's always
You know,
good
And it's a
before-
different energy too.
It is
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah, different
Yeah.
vibe.
Like playing in front of people does help.
Oh, it totally does.
Does help.
before I go on stage, I warm up and sing songs that people would never know that I would sing to get up and do my metal.
Right.
Like that Mariah Carey cover you did.
Cindy Lauper, come on, let's get it right.
Okay, okay.
All right.
I'm doing
so
some Johnny Cash. I'm doing some Chris Stapleton. I'm doing country. It's in my vernacular, and it gets my
Those
voice
aren't
more.
guilty pleasures.
But they are, yeah. I mean, I love those days. But I might do a Cindy Lauper on occasion.
What song?
Go- no, I don't know.
Which was the one? Because we like to have we sometimes have death metal karaoke.
Oh, okay. Tell me about
So
this.
time after time. Time after time. so singing artists, and you got to make it death metal and just have fun with it. So we
I like that idea.
yeah, death metal karaoke is what we call it. Just, you never know. We're in the mood. After rehearsal, we're all feeling it. All right, let's sing some songs that you would never ever
should
sing
make that
or
like a
do.
medley cover.
Yeah.
All right, can you-
do some of that? But it's fun.
Can you?
Time after time.
Oh, yeah, that's a good
that'd be
idea.
a good
Yeah.
composition, yeah.
A mega duet.
Wow.
Yeah. I like medleys.
See, 'cause that's what's fun. That it's funny you even brought up this topic, but time after time.
Oh.
So you never know where something's going to go or happen. Even when we're just,
All right. Do Lady Gaga.
God, I need to know some lyrics from a Lady Gaga song.
Poker face.
There you go.
Christy, give me another one.
Give me another one.
Hold on.
Been a bad
Go-
romance.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's a good one. Bad Romance.
I don't know I need to
Yeah.
give you the hook.
Cause you're caught up in a bad romance.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He can
Come on,
do.
you're the jukebox.
Yeah, he's the jukebox, but you can do metal voices as well as better than I can in some scenarios. So, dude, we just
Do
like
the Stars Born one.
we just love having fun with music and make it our own or whatever. That's what we do with Vane. We make it our own.
Well, so we do these shows in their original music, but I always tell the bands that if you got you got a cover that you get some unique, aspect, play, whatever it is, you should definitely do it, because that is a big part of how like artists get discovered
Oh, yeah.
and found and
Yeah.
have fun and all that. And all
Taylor
that stuff.
Swift. There's a band, I Prevail. And they
Blank
did
Space.
the Blank Space. I remember hearing this song going, "Oh my God, this is so badass!" And I showed one of my friends. He goes, "That's Taylor Swift." I went, "What?" No, this is I Prevail. No, it's Taylor Swift. What? And we went, "Oh my God, I like a Taylor Swift song."
You're a Swiftie.
Honestly, I like Taylor Swift too. She's got some good.
Doing something.
She's got some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
So,
got
but,
some
yeah.
bangers.
I mean, we do
She could
covers
perform
on
for 3
occasion.
hours.
Usually,
Oh, that's-
depending on how
that's
long
not
our
easy,
set
dude.
is,
Hats
we may
off.
throw one in, in the middle, and
Rain.
just. I know not everybody's going to know our music, but you throw something in that is familiar per se. But then this has happened more often than not. We play a cover, and people come up to us after we get off stage and go, "Dude, I love that song you did where all you guys were singing, or we did a Signal Fire." But I'm like, "You mean the cover?"
The cover that we did?
I just thought, oh yeah, that one. Yeah, it's one of our new ones. And so a lot of times people don't recognize it as a cover. As long as you put your
put your
little
spin.
spin.
Yeah,
You
put your spin on
don't
it,
have to
yeah.
go crazy or go all left or right, but just you make it yours.
So we were talking earlier about Drowning Pool. You
Yes.
guys said you opened for them.
Yes.
So Christy recently left my wife, my beautiful better half, recently left the teaching profession. But before she did, we had we discovered we had a friend who
Yeah.
also I think opened for Drowning Pool who had passed, but we found a cover.
Sesame Street.
It's
Psycho Stick.
Psycho Stick.
Wow.
I can only count to
wait,
4.
Yes.
Yes.
She sat in class. She sat in class.
And
Some
she
song about
That's
tacos.
awesome.
Hey, some song
Is
about
it?
tacos.
No, it's Sesame.
Beer.
It's
Beer.
it's the,
Oh,
they
yeah,
have the
the beer
counts
song
and they
is
have
fun.
like
Beer and booze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One, two,
two.
I remember that
play with them at the
Counts
rail?
of
Oh,
songs like a
okay,
Counts of
all right.
Bodies.
So, yeah, she did it for the
Yeah,
four
yeah.
regions in
I can
Texas
only count to
for
4.
seventh grade,
right.
sixth grade or seventh,
Seventh grade.
seventh grade.
No, that's awesome.
Street,
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We were at Curtain Club
That's
one
cool.
time, remember?
It was fun.
That was with
Wasn't
above,
that-
so below.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Psycho Stick.
Oh,
It was
yeah, they were playing a different.
It's
Yeah,
been-
no, we were at
anyway.
Reno's and they were at Curtin, I think.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
I was bummed we played at the same time.
Oh yeah. Yes, we could go
I wanted to see
them.
that.
It was, I want to see him too. I mean, that was. So I brought up our friend because he's the one who introduced me to this. I'm like, holy shit, are you fucking
They're
kidding?
good though.
I know they're
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
great.
They lean into the gimmick.
Yeah, totally.
Their opening song is genius.
Yeah,
It gets the crowd involved immediately. It's
Yeah.
Because you do
genius.
the song, that's why it's okay to do a cover and do things. We do some twist on some songs.
the other
Just a little bit.
Just a
the
little bit.
other artist that our friend Bryson, and actually Bryson was Ryan's best friend before he passed a couple of years ago. The other song or the other band that he introduced us to, maybe you guys have heard of, Electric Callboy.
Yep.
Yep.
Germany.
Yep. Yeah.
And-
that name I hate because
I know,
They
but
used to be
it's-
Eskimo Cowboy, but I think there was some
yeah,
like-
there was
some
something
stuff,
like
so they
it-
went.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
Electric
you're right.
Cowboy.
I think you're right. It was something
Yeah,
like
somebody
that.
got offended by it, but
But you've seen
Yeah.
the
Oh,
music
yeah.
videos, especially with the,
Oh, yeah.
the little the,
mean,
the hand on the hand on the finger with the microphone.
just yeah. I avoided them because of the name. I was like, oh, that does,
they can get pretty heavy,
no,
though.
but no one else like, oh, that's okay. Shame on me.
Who are some other kitschy bands that we haven't heard of that maybe you guys have?
You ever heard of We Butter the Bread with Butter?
yeah, another German band.
Okay.
That's another German band.
Yeah.
They're kind of like on the
Deathcore.
modern side.
Wow.
They're pretty wild, man.
Okay.
They're pretty wild. They're pretty kitschy.
Okay, what do they do? What's their shtick?
Like you said, they're deathcore, but they're really like they'll just like lock in on a certain like vocal rhythm or like drum rhythm, and they just like pound it through the whole song, dude. Like that's kind of their niche. Like But
Well,
they
I
got
think they had a
some
song
goofy ass
that was like
lyrics,
basically
though.
just the story of Hansel and Gretel.
Yeah, like they got some goofy lyrics, man. Like you're like, this is a song. Like it's pretty wild, but it's all saying so serious. Like you don't think it's gonna be about Hansel and
Yeah.
Gretel or anything. Like it's pretty wild.
Everyone knows
I
Death
did have it
Clock,
translated,
right?
and it is
Death
about
Clock?
Hansel and
Everyone
Gretel.
knows
yeah.
that, right?
Oh, we love Death Clock.
Necrogoblin.
Metalocalypse.
Gretel.
Okay.
And Metalocalypse, the cartoon.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I don't know if that's kitschy.
it's
but
Michael's
It's like
Mike Smalls.
Rammstein.
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 Yeah,
I
Rammstein.
love them, man.
I-
They're awesome.
They're pretty, they're pretty provocative though. Like I've watched some of their like music videos. They're like,
Oh.
it's fucking porn.
I've actually been to a couple of their shows. Just, they put on a great
They are
show.
hilarious.
They got all
Yeah,
day
fair.
long. But,
Fair.
yeah, they're a big deal.
They are. They're fun to listen to, but yeah, they're pretty crazy.
Yeah, Till Lindemann talked about like growing up, like after like the fall of the wall and everything.
Uh-huh.
Like they really did like push a lot of boundaries because they finally could. So it was
Right.
like they finally could express themselves, and they were like, "Fucking go all out, man." So
You were like,
that's
okay.
part of
Yeah.
why they're so extreme.
That's
Okay.
to me, that's what's so
Man.
crazy, being somewhere you couldn't do that.
Exactly.
Like in the Middle East, in some areas, I've made contacts with Middle Eastern bands who do a show 20 minutes and they disappear because they go to jail.
Yeah.
Playing metal.
Yeah.
I mean, how crazy is
Like
that?
religious
If
police
jail,
over
if
there
jail
and
was
stuff
the,
is
if
like a
only
real
jail.
thing.
you know?
Yeah,
You know,
right, yeah.
yeah.
And so just the fact that even happens just blows my mind.
Yeah, very secretive
Yeah.
shows in and
Yes,
out.
yes. Yeah, so, yeah, we
Outside of
definitely,
city limits.
Where
yeah.
so where did y'all meet and where y'all from? Like, what's your journey? Where did you come from originally to get here today?
Born and raised in Texas.
All right.
Kevin
was-
Bacon degrees of separation.
6 degrees of Kevin Bacon.
Yeah,
Well, he's an Abilene guy.
6 degrees. I don't know what it is.
98 degrees.
Yeah, sure.
No, it was a game like you.
Oh, it
would
was a
play,
game.
like,
It was
yeah,
6
for
degrees
real,
of Kevin
6
Bacon.
degrees.
You had to figure out how
So
many.
Yeah.
the first drummer wrote
Made me feel
in
old having
Okay.
to explain it.
All right.
to you. I was
Yeah.
like, you don't know
You
what
know,
we're talking about.
expert.
Nope.
Yeah.
We don't have that much of an age gap.
He,
Still a good friend.
Still an
of
old
mine.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
a peer, local peer band now, So.
I didn't even tell you. I met with all original members this weekend. 'Cause Chris, the original Chris.
Oh,
was
yeah,
in
I saw
town,
Carl
so-
in that picture.
Yeah, so
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
I saw that.
so all of the original Bane members here are
Good
my friends, and
Oktoberfest
just like I
time,
said,
yeah.
life happened and they moved on, and we got replacements as needed, and so Chris was our second guitarist, Hunter, literally our second drummer, but we had a temporary drummer who played.
We did have a bridge drummer.
Nine
Yeah,
shows?
who 10 months.
Nine
It did,
shows, not
yeah, at
bad.
least.
He was a
Just
jazz fusion guy.
phenomenal drummer. Yeah,
Impressive
yeah.
stuff.
He was good, though.
Yeah, well, he was real good. Matter of fact,
He
Seth-
kept it pretty heavy.
Yeah, he brought his jazz fusion to our metal.
Heavy jazz
Right,
You
fusion.
know, and
Right.
while we looked for, well, I didn't know I was looking for him, but while we looked for him, but I guess we were. You know, I met him 6
So
months
glad he
before.
found
I met him before he auditioned.
At a rock and roll bar.
Yeah,
Believe it or
like
not.
he has a. I'm going to tell this story because I think it's funny because Gemini Center is one of his favorite bands,
Yeah.
right? And they were just staying at my house that weekend, and I
No, you
overheard
bastard.
him talking about it. So as I'm leaving the bar, I was like, "Oh, do you like these guys?" Here they are sitting on my couch.
No, he literally like scooches over his chair to show me.
Yeah. Well, I was just showing the picture. This is my couch, by the way. And then forgot about it. 6 months later, he's auditioned for the band, and we give him the gig, and he just that night he's wearing a
The same
Gemini
shirt.
Center t-shirt. And I go, "Hey, dude, I know those guys." He's like, "Yeah, no, dick." You know, like what?
That's how we met, dude.
Yeah, so I literally had forgotten about
That
that
sounds
thing, and it
literally
was.
like
it,
them,
tell me I didn't make it up to you.
You did.
Yeah. So 'cause
Plenty
they're-
fold. Plenty fold.
Okay, all right. That's all you know. So.
Times fold, but plenty fold.
Yes. So that's how he got involved. And Josh is our new kid on the block, so to speak.
Yeah.
We're the young gun.
He will. He's the young guy, but he's the new kid.
Hillary.
But
Yeah.
yeah, the youngest in the group.
Yeah, the shortest
God-
time
Like
served,
the-
if you will.
Okay.
Thank God for
Yeah.
the internet.
They got.
Yeah.
You're still within your probationary period.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
that's true. But thankfully, with the age of the internet,
Hey, it's supposed to be your
Snag
buddy
the
in the
spot.
band. That's harsh.
Right.
Well, dude, if it wasn't, so I ended up joining this DFW Metal Musicians page. 'Cause
Okay.
it's like some other band I was in, and it, went south or whatever. It was
Oh,
just-
we're on all we're on all the pages, by the way. We we just all of them.
Okay, so you probably saw the ad then, because I got an ad. Everyone is a serious,
Right.
audition serious band, and I was like, let me check these guys out, So I did a little sleuthing, and I saw they did like a Verma Fest, which was like a show. They did like a charity show to raise money for dogs, and so that was.
We talked
cool.
about that earlier.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
great.
yeah. Yep.
So that kind of
Woof,
was
woof.
like, I was like, okay, they
100%.
seem all right. I'll take the audition. And I listened to some of their stuff on YouTube and
yeah.
Spotify. And I was like, all right, I think I can take this spot. Like it feels like it's comfortably in my vein. If you will.
There you go.
And,
It was really the sock puppet that pulled him. It really.
it really the sock puppet got my attention.
Gotcha.
We were-
It was
we were
like green
fortunate.
Jello all over again.
There's a little
Like,
bit of.
I'm not kidding when I say we've had
it's a
15
little tight.
bases, because maybe more. Some didn't even make it a show. Some didn't make it a month. Especially when you first start out. You play an instrument, cool, join us. You don't even. You're just happy to have someone else to fill the gap. And this time around, I was like, oh my God, there's like more than one person that wants to play for us. And
Right.
so we actually had auditions, and some talented people came through. I was like, we were going, wow.
So it wasn't like that insurance commercial with Slash.
Not that bad, maybe. I don't know.
Hey, you're in, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I like to think they knew that night.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
So-
I know that as we've gone through this process with, because so you guys are going to be playing in the 7th festival that we've done, and our first festival I think we had 8 bands, but every other fest has been about 10 to 12. So there's a lot of bands that come back and that play, and so we don't like go through the whole thing with them, but we've gone through 60, 70 bands of like this kind of. I've evolved it more so that like we have a more personal connection than just this. But like you start seeing this, like quote unquote audition, right? Like, and you see people that, man, I really love your energy, and I fucking love where you want to go, but you are not ready to. You're fucking amazing, and like, how do I do more with you?
Right.
And it's everywhere in between too.
is.
But it's so great, especially when you can pair up a little bit of like one side with the other, where you can take somebody who's maybe developing a little bit and you put them with somebody that has some like skills and they gel.
Yeah. Dude, that's the hardest thing is getting 4 or 5 individuals to gel.
Getting 4 or 5 individuals
Regardless
you
of their
can
level.
get along with.
Yeah. Can I sit down and
Absolutely.
have a drink of whatever and
Can we chill?
can we chill and BS and oh by the way, play music too. That's like you would think it'd be easy, but it's far more difficult than you would think. And Josh has fit right into the family right here. He's part of the family now, and we're happy to have him. And we can't wait to show the world what he's going to be doing. To
I
our
can't wait to
music,
see you play, man. We're going
I'm
to see you play a
excited.
little tonight, and we'll see you a lot more at All Metals Eve.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I'm not going to leave on that note, though. Like, I gotta go here. Worst experience as a musician on the road at a show.
I think I know what mine is. Mine not being
oh.
prepared for a show, thinking I was prepared, and a very important show, and my amp blows up. And I went through 15 fuses in 5 minutes.
Oh my god.
And then what am I gonna do? Well, I guess I just sing. and dude, I did not know what to do with my hands because I'm used to having a guitar. I'm used to be able to rock out when I wasn't. But I literally for at least 1.5 songs, maybe I don't know. I did not know what to do with my hands. Like what? I got my
That's when the guns out.
Got the guns out. A friend laughed at me for getting my guns out. I'm thinking, what? Okay, what do singers do that don't play guitar? Like I couldn't think of any.
It
before.
doesn't throw mics.
Dude, I just and you know what? But I gathered it up and we finished tonight or we finished. I remember looking at Chris going, "You got this," knowing he's got this, and not even worried about him. I'm more worried about me. And
It was
drank.
still a sketchy gig for me too, because it's like, where's the other guitar?
Yeah, dude,
Right,
that
this
was
only
oh
sounds
my
half
god,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Lesson
Yeah, it
learned in
sounds
a lot of
half
ways. But I was that show. I got off stage and I had some people come up to me, had no idea that I didn't play guitar for every song, and gave me compliments without
That's
even. It
awesome.
was like, wow, that could have gone either way. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And-
at least it
and-
was at Trees, right?
Yeah.
Cool
Well,
place.
of all place to have a major equipment failure at Trees.
Sure.
I'm like, oh my god, I'm never coming here again, you know. And we waited through, and at the end of the day, though, it turned out to be a great experience in a lot of ways. I mean, it was a very scary for me. Like, I drank more water on stage that day because I don't know what to go do. Like, well, I'm gonna drink some more water. I walk over here. I've got 30 more seconds. But you know what, dude? I just didn't know. I was so lost. It was silly. But you know, I've got that. If it happens again, I'm prepared. You know,
Our son, Ryan's brother,
Yeah.
had his band, was supposed to be there, and there was I'll call it a I'll call it a miscommunication. And, so he's on stage, and he's a drummer, and he's a singer, and he's there. He's there with his guitar, and the bassist is not.
Am I in?
oh no.
So he
And-
was
But we did backtrack. We did backtrack. So
Okay.
so he's got a good he has something to work with. But and he's such a good engaging personality on stage. So he's like, he was talking about the flu and all this other stuff, and he just played. He just played
Through it.
that's what you gotta do.
without, like, he just played without, and it's like that's
awesome.
That's what you have to do. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So you can practice and rehearse for every circumstance.
Well,
but you're
And it's
not
always
gonna-
going to be so.
I know, but
Yeah,
he's
always.
he's so shy about
Yeah.
he gets so shy about this stuff. And it's like so he's also supposed to be playing. Hopefully, will. But he gets like shy about the whole thing. It's like, but I don't have this and I don't have that, and it's not perfect. I don't have the best. Like,
yeah.
it's like, fuck that.
Yeah,
Like,
you gotta let it
play
go.
with what you
Yeah.
got. Like,
Every bad note I hit, I meant to hit it.
it's called
Gotta
jazz.
sell it.
It's
Yeah,
called
yeah,
jazz. It's
yeah,
called
yeah.
jazz.
Whatever.
I like the concept.
Every note. I never make a
Doesn't
mistake on
matter if
stage.
you hit a
You know?
bad note.
And you gotta own it, and you know, because you
Bob,
you
once
can't
again,
let no one know that
Fix it.
you can't make that. Oh my
That's
God, I'm
hard.
doing bad
Yeah,
because
no, it
the
is.
audience will read that. And,
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
like, you just play through it.
You just play through it. I meant to do that note because you know,
yeah,
'cause
that's
you're getting
the-
the live experience.
Well,
of me
that-
doing
most of them out there aren't
improvisation.
gonna
Yeah.
Happy
It is-
accidents.
happy-
What
yes,
about
yeah.
you guys, Josh, Hunter? What you know?
You had one.
Oh man.
Oh, you had to have had.
So, well, I gotta say it was pretty traumatic when I came out for my audition and I realized I actually wanted to drive out 100 miles twice a week.
Yeah.
Actually good. Like that was pretty. I was like, damn.
Oh, great.
My wife
Yeah.
backs me up though,
Got
so it's
everything out of
okay.
her
You know,
mouth.
that's she had my back as far as that goes. But as far as like really on stage though, one time I was playing at the Rail and I'm
Okay.
mid solo.
Uh-huh.
Okay, mid solo. Mind you, I'm the only guitarist too.
Is this with
And-
Murder Weapon?
Yeah, Murder
Yeah.
Weapon.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so.
Cool name, right?
I'm
It is.
literally mid solo playing a song of mine. It was The Craving, and it's just there's no other guitar. There is on the recording, but not live. You know, and literally my strap just pops off,
Oh,
and I somehow managed to keep the note that I was holding sustained when I dropped the guitar,
It's like a
and it was just
skill.
like wham, and then I just kind of dropped down. And just started playing again, and nobody fucking caught it. And I was like all down about it and everything.
That's fucking
And
awesome.
Yeah, and everybody was like, "Man, that was
We had that
fucking
happen.
awesome! Like, did you mean to
yeah.
do that?" I was
Yeah.
like, "Fucking drop my
right.
guitar almost." No,
No.
I did not. I did not mean to do that. But yeah, it was like a good save, but it was like traumatic at the same time. I was like, I gotta get some strap locks or something. This ain't gonna fly.
oh yeah, and
Those explode.
that's why we got strap locks, is because we had like that kind of a thing too.
Yeah.
So I get that.
It happens.
I
Yeah.
don't have them on that guitar.
We had a bass
So don't
player.
don't try and
Oh,
spin them
you
around.
don't?
Yeah, no.
On that
Duct
vintage
tape.
V,
Yeah.
I don't know
man.
what they're called. They're very odd.
Oh,
looking.
The
yeah.
little nub thing.
Oh, it
Almost
is kinda-
custom.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
afraid to.
Yeah, we got to redo those.
But anywho.
We had a bass player. His strap lock blew up, Remember?
Yeah.
And our guitar tech I was like looking at the side stage going, why is the guitar tech hugging our bass player? But from behind, because he was helping him hold the
my
bass.
God.
It was literally the last song, and he finished with him helping him hold the bass while his arms were wrapped around him holding the guitar so he could play it.
Damn.
And I was like, what are they doing? I had no idea what was
They
going
were
on.
just having a moment.
Like, what are you guys
Like,
doing?
it's not like them at all. Oh,
Just
okay.
hugging over
It gets
here.
emotional sometimes.
That's what you guys need to tell me about. I mean, I'm not
Play
judging.
listen to me, sometimes we cry.
All right, Hunter, you're the drummer. You got to have the biggest story.
On the first song of the set, for a 45-minute set, I kick a hole right through the kick drum. On the right pedal, that one, or the oh shit moment right before we play for Phil and Samo.
Yes.
What was
What?
that?
My right pedal, the chain
Just
that connects to the toe, the
my
pin flew
God.
out, and so chain is just dropped there. Luckily, I had my buddy Josh. He was a tinker. No, like I found the
a
pin.
mechanical
He
aptitude.
was able to just
Okay,
shove it
okay.
back in, and it hasn't come out since.
Man.
But that
Always
was
look
freaking
for a
scary.
Josh when you're in need.
Yeah,
We
exactly.
got your back.
But I would say having to play a
show.
45-minute set with a hole in your kick drum
That's
is pretty tough.
I can see that.
rough.
You don't hear anything.
Tell him about the drummer that, what did he break? His foot or leg?
Oh,
Later
yeah.
show.
Yeah, he broke his foot in
That's
three
an honorable
places
mention.
Like
and
Yeah,
played for
yeah.
an hour and a half on
A
said
band that
broken
we played
foot.
with.
Yeah, they opened up for us.
Dang.
And he
That
was,
wasn't his trauma.
no,
that was
but
bad.
he was
I
getting
saw
off
it.
stage and he rolled his ankle and
I
snapped
feel
it
for him.
out.
Yeah, he refused treatment,
Talk
did the
about
show, and then went to the
powering
hospital.
through.
Also, I see ambulance and police. I'm like, what the hell's going on? We haven't gone on stage yet. And he's like, I'm fine. He how
He was not.
yeah, he was not, but he finished. He played at least an hour plus, and you wouldn't even know. I was
don't-
like, I
The
don't even
Drumriser was
understand.
I don't know if we
Crates,
told
to be
Josh
fair.
that
Well, yeah.
story yet.
No, but it
Josh
reminds
told you
me.
about playing 12 hours after he broke his elbow because he didn't believe it was broken.
I really didn't think it was broken. Like my drummer's
like
dad
your
was like,
ribs.
"Hey man, I think that's
long
broken," and I'm
as
like, "No, it's fine."
Broke his ass.
Yeah.
Swollen.
I broke
Dude,
3
it was-
ribs, clasped my lung, did a show, and the next day I went to the hospital and spent 5 days in the hospital.
The day of the show broke him.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
hours before.
I was like, man,
Yeah.
it was hot in here, and I can't breathe very well, but had no idea that my fucking
You
lung
were
was
off that day,
collapsing.
though. You were like,
Well, imagine that.
we had no idea.
I just remember
No
putting my
idea.
hands together going, oh, that sure does hurt.
Man,
I don't know why this hurts.
I couldn't imagine that.
Next day I went to the doctor, and I went to like private care. They were like, partly medical is waiting for you. Like, well, why? I didn't make an appointment with you. Your lung is collapsing, sir, and you have 3 broken ribs. What?
It's like, I got 2 of them.
That's
Yeah.
brutal.
Yeah, I don't need
The
that one.
lungs, that is.
yeah. So,
So you guys are all real soldiers of music.
oh my God.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. But definitely. We've
wouldn't
had our
be-
trials.
At least a
and
couple of
tribulations.
scars.
Yeah, that's what makes it fun, though.
Well, yeah, I mean that's why I asked the questions that I'm
Yeah.
asking is I just like want to get to know you guys and see what your experiences are and all that.
I'll never sing barefoot because you get a shock from the
yeah.
microphone. That's not fun.
Oh, so you had that. Okay, that's interesting.
Never
When-
been there either.
those puddles on the
Sounds
stage,
brutal,
that
man.
lethal, man.
So there's
high
a-
quality place. Yeah.
So there's a tip for
Jeez.
you up and coming vocalists. Don't sing with a wired microphone barefoot on a wet
What?
stage
100%.
because that may not be a good
That
idea.
punch you get to your lip is not
Only
not
exception.
fun.
Only exception.
Yeah.
no matter how wet the
Wow.
stage
Wow.
is, then.
Oh my God. Yeah. Lesson learned.
That's brutal, man.
That's why I got my docs.
Gotcha. So, where can everybody find you guys? Like, are you on social media? Are you
Of course,
your website or like,
VeinMusic.com is the best place.
It'll take you
and
everywhere.
Yeah, you'll take you
spell it. 'Cause-
Vein, VeinMusic.com.
Okay, because some of us are dyslexic, so you know the
that's
EI
right, yeah.
thing, right?
I am that, but we have, as soon as you go to the main page, there's a link to iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube, everywhere.
What's
You know,
your new thing that you want everybody to listen to?
This guy right here, Harvester of Sorrow, our new single we just released.
Harvester of Sorrow.
Yeah,
Okay.
and we're very proud of this. We did this in-house.
All right.
Yeah.
We, as a test to see, can we do this in-house? we're very fortunate with some of the people we work with
Our
and still work
in-house
with.
engineer did a good job.
I did all of it,
Yeah.
and it's more of a test to just
Right
see if
on.
we can do it. And,
Right on.
and you know what? I'm very happy with the results, and so we'll do more. And
Okay,
expanding.
And I have to ask the question I have been waiting all night to ask.
no.
Why blue? Why the blue?
Well, because I can't do red.
Why
He does
can't-
red twice a year.
Yeah, because that's Dimebacks. He does red. I do red on his birthday and death day.
I see. Okay, got it. Okay, that's a cool little nugget. Okay.
And tonight you might hear a Dimeback reference.
You might. Oh,
Just
you might
might.
tonight. Yeah.
Well, I
We are
can't-
pre-blown. We're setting it up to blow it up already, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to hear you guys play tonight. Everybody, you really got to check out Vane.
Music.com.
And it's, say it again.
VEIN music.com. Harvest of Sorrow be the first thing you see on the page.
Okay, and we're gonna hear you guys play at our upcoming festival. I can't wait to see you play there.
Yes.
And thank you so much for being here tonight. You guys are like super awesome. Really appreciate. Oh, and you're the second. You're the second audience for our that has participated in our.
And crossover event.
Yeah, tiny concert.
I meant to name it.
Yeah,
There you go.
Tiny
Awesome.
Concert. You're the second audience for Tiny Concert. You actually get to watch the band before you.
That was fun.
That was, and I'm
they were
glad that you
great.
guys were here for that. That was really fun. So thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys being here tonight. Can't
Absolutely.
wait to
Thanks
see you
for
guys
having
play.
us, man.
Thank you for
Absolutely.
having us
Thank
out.
you.
Thank
we
you.
can't wait to blow everyone away.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Move out of the fucking way from crushing those that are in our path, not giving up until you hear this battle cry. Our mission is our destiny to be bruised and bleeding, but focused and never, ever give up on the fight. Target is in our good sight. Relentless, eradicate the darkness from this fight. Relentless! Doesn't matter if day or fucking night. Relentless! Focus, grinding out this fight. The fight is center away, hungry with all our might. Together we will hunker down and face it on the battleground. Lift each other along the way, cause no one will be left astray. Here to show the world that fate is here to stay. My love! Target is in our good sight. Relentless! Eradicate the darkness from this mind. Relentless! Doesn't matter day or fucking night. Relentless! Focus, grinding out this fight. Good time to get a drink. Oh, we're not done.